Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're gonna do some special, fun things. It's rare stuff. Not many people even know about this subject, how to engage in it or do anything about it. Just this yearning in your heart. It's like to find your soul family, your loved ones, the people that you're closest to, your soul came into existence with, your greatest loved ones, the people you have greatest love for, that just passionately grows strong as soon as you meet them. The people that are become closest to you, the people that are loyal and inseparable, and they accept you and love every aspect of you. In exploration, they share many things and passions with you. Um, and that we yearn to connect to. Uh, I did a poll bit ago on this, and people seemed interested in it. But I think people forget what it is now. So we'll see if we can get that out there to the world and let them know about it, and connect people out there with their soul family in a greater level. So yeah, feel free to ask questions and stuff. I'll first go into like sharing alien artifacts that I wanted to help people connect to their soul family and things. So first, we got our whale ears fossils. So apparently, the whales have a deep connection and this soul song in their hearts that they carry that connects people and reconnect to their soul family. So those loves, those past lives, those things we yearn to reunite with, we're going to go into resolving that today and bringing that out. So here's some alien artifacts that I wanted to say hi that are being dug up in Mexico again. The long skulls with the wings, the obelisks, the scarab god. Interesting with the sun. And here's this little guy. This one. Yeah, the whale songs call out to us, so they're the whale spirits are going to help us and see what we need as we're building a team to reunite people with their soul family, the soul group, the loved ones, the people that we have a greatest connection with, that we seek to reunite with, as things have driven us apart and trying to keep us away from each other. And I got, as one of the great crystal skull keepers that I am, with these ancient ones being dug up out of the ground. Man, this one's so heavy. And it's got an orichalcum chip at the top, right there. This guy has a lot of capability to help us. So this one's gonna do a large percentage of work. Thank you so much. Feel free to thank them and seek them for help. I got two others that are got some proficiencies. This I'm not sure what kind of crystal. It's kind of like alabaster, but he's got a lot of these winged mermaid long skulls on with UFOs seen. All this erosion, and it glows in UV light, of course. But yeah, all these mermaid tails with interesting pineal glands there. Here's my Truth crystal skull. Very heavy, these things, with also the UFO is on it. Okay. And a mer person right here with also a tail. Being at the top with 4 wings, a DNA spiral. God. Again, these are being found underground in Mexico that we're digging up. So, yeah, so I guess I can do some screen shares. Let me see if I found that for you. Second, something's happening. Something's playing in the background. Gotta figure out what that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me get rid of all that. Now, here's like some of the artifacts. I guess I can show a little bit of me at dig sites for people. Yes, there we go. So here's some of our recent dig site stuff with finding some these Coptic kind of urns, various Egyptian-like deities and hieroglyphs on some of them, and this jaguar type being on a skull. Let's listen. And yeah, this is again in Mexico, and finding Egyptian type deities, Sumerian type deities on this disc that glows in UV light, and it's got the yeah, in Sumerian cuneiform, the Sumerian. It's like the Sumerian astrolabe, so people can look that up. Here's me getting out of the hole. And here's the Sumerian astrolabe that looks pretty similar to it. Here's the original one. It is small compared to, it can just fit in your hand. This one is huge and also glows in UV light. And here's the other side that has the Sumerian beings on it again. And here's it in full, and it's huge. Again, how big it is, pretty damn big. And yeah, that's the other side. The avian Sumerian god. So there's that. There's tons of alien artifacts that we've found. Anyway, so they're going to help in us getting more soul family coming. Yeah, feel free to, if you want to get in line, and we'll start like going into some deep things. I like tune into the concepts for people so they understand what they're signing up for. But you can get in line if you want. First in line by donating to my PayPal at PsionicLeague@gmail.com, whatever. And we'll be amplifying. I'll be tracking things back, especially with the show topic is reuniting you with your soul family, restoring, reviving, finding psychic tracking. Where are they? Why are they showing up to you? Why can't you find them? What's going on? Do they know where you are? Where are their higher selves? Like, what happened to them? And then if something bad happened to them, being able to resolve that. This is a big thing that a lot of people are like came to Earth for, to find their soul family. Some of their soul family is trapped here. Some of them are trapped in void space. Some of them are trapped somewhere else. And we're going to solve a lot of mysteries by figuring out what's going on with the soul family that is missing. And do some changing to the timeline to where it's a Mandela effect and they're restored, and then where they can find you, and then some will probably come in and some might even meet you. Some I've seen very quickly been able to meet people. It's very weird how reality works, transcending time. That's where I'm going to go into. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And there's a lot of crystal skulls coming out, and they're powerful. So I do recommend if you get a chance to get one. There's also some of the little small ones that we have. These ones I just finished activating. Oh my god, the green screen. Let me fix that. I just finished activating these. These amplify magic. So they're the same species. One's got a little bit longer head cranium, and they've got these interesting signs that we kind of inherit a little bit, but not as prominent. So these guys are helping us with magic as well, as they do a nice balance with different types of magic, and they're amplifying it as they're restoring themselves, and I'm helping them restore their species, which something pretty shitty happened to their species back in time. So I think a lot of the ETs that visited here too had gone through some crazy destructions, whether before or after coming to Earth. So some of that we'll be like looking into restoration. Yeah, there are there are artifacts, being alien artifacts and Egyptian god artifacts found in the Grand Canyon and Sedona and Phoenix and some other Tucson, I think. So there are things in the U.S. being found too. Yeah, very evident. Yeah, so yeah, feel free to ask questions, but we'll also go into like donations, but I'll give you understanding of what I'm offering in tracking back the concepts for Soul Family. So I'll read into that now. And if you're interested in like what happened to you guys as Soul Family, because I'm looking for the big purposes too, fulfilling and restoring them. This is a big reason to come here, and what's been messing with people, making them feel lonely, and where they don't find anyone like themselves, kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go into that, but yeah, feel free to get in line in donations at PsionicLeague@gmail.com is the PayPal of mine. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to do mine as an example of some of the big things. Like some of the stuff I had in purposes coming here is during the fall of Atlantis. Like at least like this incarnation, I have like one of the purposes to resolve is fall of Atlantis, where there's a big, weird, uncreational event thing that happened that is just really hard to describe, but a lot of reality destructions and beings in spirits flung into void space and then trapped in void space, and a lot of fishing them out of void space. I had to do that with a bunch of Soul Family. And then finding out and tracking where some Soul Family is. So some of my missions are unable to perform at this moment until I have greater capability to find out what happened. So I'm going to do what I can at the moment, and we're going to increase our level to greater capacity. Okay, so one of the big things. Okay, percentages that I can do. Okay, a large grouping. Okay, I'm not ready for the biggest groups and the closest Soul Family yet. Interesting. So I'm going to do an example. So if you're like, your heart's calling you to find your Soul Family, your loved ones, this is a good show for you to listen to. Okay, so what I'm allowed to do for myself. Okay, the Soul Family goes back pretty far. Okay. Okay, some of my So some of the soul family I have is going back to pre this universe, pre this multiverse, pre ultraverse, pre this plane of authorities, and then going back to the concepts of this microverse, L cosm, whatever you want, and then the beginning of some of the concepts of time and space as we know it that we interact with. So going back to that, okay, that is some of the soul family I'm ready to resolve. Okay. Okay, about 10,000 spirits for myself. And feel free to write in the comments if you want a reading on your soul family and what's going on, and to restore them. Because I can also bring greatest loves. So that's some of the biggest soul family things we want to do, is figure out what's keeping us from our soulmates. So I can kind of even make that kind of like soul, like, let me make that an edit too. Well, I can even change the title of this video, but it's also soulmates. So soul family. Yeah, I guess I should do that. Soulmate, yeah. So I'll do that at least for YouTube there. I'll change it. So some of your, again, soulmates kind of work as these lines of data you can track back of past lives shared with different spirits, and what's the opportunity presented. Soul family that traveled with you when you met them, staying together, things, reuniting, past separation events. Yeah, there's a lot of heaviness on people's hearts with this. I can feel it. Okay, so I'm going back. I'm looking what's going on. Okay, so I have a connection with some of the ancient authorities of time. So, and then if you guys want to write in the comments, I'll track some of the soul family of you individuals as an example for people so they understand what this is. And yeah, so it's in time. And there seems to be a big invasion event to their time space. There are a whole bunch of beings being devoured, beings being captured and imprisoned. Ugh. Some going missing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something back in time to prevent a lot of that. And sure. And do you have a type of describe, Joyce, what kind of things you want to trapped in soul family coming to you, and I'll be able to hone in on a specific one that will get resolved for you, and it'd be a thing that can be very substantial. Also got some yeah, I got some donations coming in, so I'll also do that. So thank you for that. I'm gonna have to, so for myself, I'm going back in time. There's a high level of cheating, so I'm gonna have to resolve that, which is theft from gods to incur on these beings. Okay, I'm gonna have to resolve that big entanglement thing. Is this set in stone? No, I can resolve that. Okay, cool. So these are big things that I'm going to have to do for you guys to help some of the soul family, especially depending on what you're asking for. So, Will, you're the first in line. So feel free to ask what kind of things you're wanting to attract and draw in your life and soul family and loves. I'm going to look out for some of the big ones, at least the ones that I'm capable of at the moment. And I'm going to get stronger as I practice this ability and do all the things that are needed for it. And then there's a big soul family thing. Yeah, and the donation link again is my PayPal at PsionicLeague@gmail.com, which is right here. Sorry, a lot of people are asking questions. And this is big. I am doing big things this show that not many people can do. And it takes a lot of energy and work. So I hope you guys appreciate it, even for whatever donations, because I want this solved as a problem when people understand more in the capabilities of how to solve this. So you use psychic tracking to find and calculate, and you write a scenario of what's going on and what's lacking, the blueprints of before and after, soul family that's calling for you to resolve, and my goal is to resolve all my soul family. And I hopefully, I think a lot of people also have that on a top list, and they usually do in their purposes for coming here. So I'm going to read into that. So I'm going to have to resolve cheating that's coming in to invade, and I'm going to go back in time to this time space for my soul family and try to support their fortress of that place so it doesn't get penetrated into high level unity and creation. Okay, and yeah, taking down that. Know the big awareness of that. Yeah, source of evil. Okay, fine. No. Okay. Wait, no. So if I do that, then it won't need to. All those beings will be restored and not be. They're not going to be missing unless they go into hiding another point in time. So I'm going to have that go out, and I'm looking for the motivation. I'm speeding this up and finding ways to make it go faster. Okay, predator system. Ooh, that's a big one. Oof. There's a lot of power they have stolen for this. Then motivations, time control, transcending time, over challenge with death, black, not having enough time, transcend. Ooh, yeah, they're trying to steal a lot of time abilities. Okay, remedy. And the predators having to do with behind their lack. Restoration way is to their timeline, bringing them goodness, and ways to earn what they want without fucking up the universe. Okay, and that's going faster. Nice. Nice. Oof. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Now I'm gonna do a call out to have them come here and reunite with me. Okay, and then there's a setup. Okay, so once you find where your soul family is, then it's like contacting them with your higher selves and them linking together. Higher self link up. Doing you next, Will. After this, just tuning into this as an example for people. Okay, then the people helping them transition through the blocks to where they can get to this realm if they want, or at least some individuals. And support in their lives, because if they come here, they usually end up going back and forth in time and being part of the game the whole time, because we're transcending time with this, and so they'll have all these incarnations and stuff. So it's like making it so it's stable and strong, and you're able to keep linked to them. Okay. Yeah, most of it's the keep link with them. So there's points that are hurdles. Atlantis Fall, especially. Lemurian Fall. And so we got to set up a scenario. System of communication and system of meetup that's shielded, protected, and has high security for reuniting past the not finding each other or separation going into hiding. And then there's the remedy of being hunted. Separation events. I'm just writing this down for all of you because this is going to be common themes I'm going to see with all of you guys. Separation events, contingency for separation, which is like making sure back in time before you're separated, you can send this back in time to make sure there's a way to reconnect in communication, secure. So usually involves secure communication, because the thing is you don't want to get hijacked, you don't want to attract attack to them, all this kind of stuff. Communication and a secure meetup. So I'm going to start forming that and then bring that cure out to the collective, especially who's watching the show. Now, you want to be careful and cautious before initiating these things, which is you don't want to have things hunting you, attracting them, and things hunting them, attracting you. So then the big thing is resolving the hunting, things hunting us. Yep. Which is why people go into witness protection kind of camouflage, where they don't even know who they are when they reincarnate. Being hunted. Now, my hunting, they're hunting. And mine. So, looking percentages. I've taken care of a lot of my hunting. Let's see what's next. Okay, just got to take care of that thing, of course. So there seems like there may be some big things coming around the corners for people when they come to peace with the bigger predators in this world. You come to peace and love, practice love with your greatest enemy, kind of thing, and restore and resolve why they are the way they are. Now, how's their progress? Not super. I mean, I'm getting different percentages depending on individuals. Some of the individuals took care of a lot of it, some didn't. So I got to figure out what's this cluster. Okay, big cluster on the time authorities. And what else? Time gods, predators. Okay. So now I can start hunting the hunters, and then do a big scenario for that. Filter management process by the truth, source, and authority command statement, and then go into resolving their motivation. So that all collapses. Cool. And then and now it's just those bigger things. So what's that percentage? Yep. Okay. I'll work on that. So, and a lot of your soul family usually have the same similar predators to you, or at least the same concept of what they are when they come into existence. Okay, now I'm gonna go and do will, as that's resolving it, and it still takes me to take down the hunter predators and things trying to separate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice. Anyone is feeding on my lack. Any timelines need adjusting, and perhaps I can give you my name. It's always, I mean, lack is always fed on, so pretty much, and we're like treated like batteries. So not to put anyone in fear or anything, but like people need to transmute their fear with love, because they vastly underestimate the game that we're in, and it's just like the level of multidimensional beings that exist here, both light and dark, is way beyond most people's comprehension, and that's okay. We're being trained to be gods, creator gods in your own body, so that you can manage things and take up more of the weight of the universe and make things better. And so it takes understanding the problem, and most things in reality have consciousness behind them, and understanding lack and abundance, and like where the lack comes from and the energy there, and resolving it and facing it, and transmuting it and turning it into the opposite. You can resolve and take down the predators, and of course you can contact me if you want to deal with sessions, and I'll teach you all those abilities. That seems hard. Okay, Will. Let's see where you got. Definitely appreciate you, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're on the show. I'd like a reading, please, about soul family, lost loves, and drawing them into my life, and never found any in this life. Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna read what you got going on. So we got Will here. Okay, this is gonna be nice. I'm gonna be very interested in that. So again, what can I do with my capability of current soul family through this spectrum? Okay, a lot is allowed to be shown to me, so that's nice. Okay, I can do my current level 70% in unity with you. So we'll do some of it now, and thank you for your generous donation. Appreciate you. So you're the winning donation at the moment, $97. Appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, some of the biggest soul family. Should I do? What's the strategy coming in? 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess some of the best. I'm going to organize it in greatest loves and close that have the strongest love connection, soul family, and friendship, all that. Then bulk, like grouping, so that I can, there's a lot that will be restored in your soul family. And then why? There's so many. So let's see what's the bulk, biggest amount percentage, as well as some of the closest, and how that works. And we'll get, I think it has to do, my intuition says it's like some of the older ones at least, but we'll see if that holds up with the laws of it. Nice. I think I can. resolve 50% of your soul family that's missing or whatever, all in one big grouping, which is nice. And they go back older than the galaxy, older than the universe, older than the multiverse, older than the ultraverse, older. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say how old you are on live. They don't. Your guides don't seem to care. They see this as a very valuable opportunity that could take lifetimes to resolve. So whatever. Okay, it looks around spirits coming into existence around the micro source within all sources. Again, galaxy, universe, multiverse, ultraversal bubble, plane of authorities, going back to older concepts of reality and time and space as we know it, then prime light and dark source, most light and dark souls in this bubble, whatever, and then bigger than them, the micro source, small sources that then fractals back to older sources of existence and first coming into existence things. Now, so we got the source of sources. Source within all sources. Okay. I might have to change names for these concepts because it doesn't exactly make fully sense with the source of all being bigger than that. It's just like whatever. It was my name when I made for it when I was going up, so it's a little confusing. Sorry. And observing things. And now, so that it has to do with that. So then I'm gonna read what else that greater soul family is and having to do with. It's older. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so I'm capable of this older one. That would be nice to see, and then I'll gain more capabilities with each of this. Uh-huh. Okay, it's one of those really old sources. I don't have to mention everything about it. It's just really old. One of your, I don't know how old you are. It goes back quite a bit. One of the old sources, space. What concept? Yes, one. Mm. Okay. Okay. Interesting how it works. Okay, so again, this is what I'm allowed to do at the moment, and I don't think this is as old as you. In full, it's just one of the places you existed in going down the line. It's these concepts. It's an old space having to do with the source of. It's a concept of separation and boundaries. When it came into existence. So I'm going to see what's going on with that. And so they're creating their own free will spaces, like at least more free will. Okay, but let me take care of this because that one is can probably be a little bit more difficult than a huge swath that would come back, and there'd be probably percentages that would actually come here and meet up with you, which would be nice. Of the other one, now the old soul family probably have the will to meet up with you, like at a high level. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go with both those strategies: high quality and then quantity. Each person. So quantity, 50% of your missing soul family, which is about 2% of your overall soul family, but still a lot of them, not all, it's kind of takes a lot of bravery to be here to begin with. So that, how it works. Okay, what's going on there? Okay. Okay. The aggregate large amount is a bunch of angels. So that's nice. I'd give the number about 1 billion soul family. So it's like a whole big space. Like-minded, like-missioned, capable beings. Okay. And the subjects that they're involved in. It's management, observation. Okay. Management, observation, source empowerment. Any one. Okay. So offshoot aspect goes to reality building. Okay, manage, oversee, yeah, source and power. So there's a lot of delegation, but that's like one of the fractals of managers, of groups, of source metal sources. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's a few other categories to like define this for you. It's like ranks. authority, I'd say it's pretty high. There's all these levels, though. Creation management of forces. And it's like a stabilization of reality, like making so it's strong in its foundation and its upkeep. All right, so those are the commonalities of that a billion group soul family that is in some kind of weird space that's kind of like a realm. It says it's beyond that, though, so I don't know what to label it. Yeah, it's it's beyond most concepts. So you could, I guess you could. Jeez, that's so limiting. God, it's like a source realm, but God, it doesn't like that name. But there's nothing else. It's just a bunch of data on. Consciousness, light, streams of experience that expand and fractal up and down infinitely. God. Okay, whatever. I have a thing about really wanting to define things. So, that minutia data. All right. So what's going on with them? Not the whole time. So wounding events early on. After. Okay, with the creation, going along with the creations of what? Ooh, okay, around then. Okay, so it's in the timeline. Something's happening around the points of the creations of in the ultraverse, the multiverses. Okay, and what's going on? Yeah, you can go to my explanation of the source of evil video back in time to the concept of this fractaling down source of evil that starts spreading and growing and stealing and corrupting and getting worse, and all these sources are made after it to try to hold it back, and it being a big problem, and then it fractaling down to eventually trying to make the cure to all evil, which is what Earth is doing. So there's this spreading evil that eventually penetrates through barriers, invading. So that's what I'm reading. Okay, what happens? Okay, like a bunch of spaces held by the source within all sources made by them and their management got invaded. So, oh my god. The percentage fluctuates, and also there's spaces that are secret, so it's at least what I'm allowed to see at the moment. Where it's like 55% of the spaces it held got invaded. So, including the one that has your soul family in it. Now, this is like these big ancient multidimensional wounds that we need to fucking train up to be able to take care of, and that would be awesome. So, sorry for the pressure. No pressure. It's just, all these wounds and soul family and stuff that need to be resolved. Being alone. So, we got to train to where we're more psionically and aware, capable, and oracleship to gain into the knowingness of these things and then solve the problems. And the reasons I'm doing this show. Okay. It's not doing too good at all. Okay, so when a heavenly abode, like a heaven realm, gets invaded, it sucks. So like just a realm in general getting invaded, I call hell realms. When they get corrupted and taken over by a dark force away from the original purpose, and then the invading force dominates the people, the place of power, and does what it needs. It's invaded for to take it over. So when a heaven realm gets taken over, even worse. It's like divinity predators and management predators that then tap into a whole bunch of authority, then that use that to fuck up a bunch of other places, invade more places. That's what's going on here. It's sad. Okay, so I'm looking at the options we have. So it's not set in stone, as the cool things about these things. It just takes greater amounts of power and effort and time abilities to go back in time and prevent the invasion, to make the place secure enough, which is the future fighting a war in the past. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to do one of these places because this is a lot. I'm going to look and see if I have anything similar to this too, and I'll look to that. But I'll try to give blueprints to people if you guys want to try to help with the support of this. So you guys might also have similar things. And I'd recommend doing it for your own soul family. No, not for me at the moment. I think, yeah, I didn't have one invaded at that point. So, but there will be similar things. Okay, the invasion force, as I'm going back to it with you, Will, and we're going to help restore this. There's a lot of sadness and suffering that we're trying to blast through with this. There is a lot of cheating. I would say that's most of it. So we got to take down this cheating network. And resolve their motivations, ways to earn what they want without fucking with the universe. Wholeness retrieval. Chain. Uncreation of things that don't need to exist. And a remedy. of some of the source fractals of evil. Okay. So we're sending this back in time. Mostly it's the cheating. The cheating is getting okay. It's not. They're not motivated to invade this place with by giving up too many of their forces. So that's good. We can end that at the moment. Okay, it's so a few back of spaces of source being invaded and cheating abilities being stolen. Abilities being stolen from source aspect beings. Okay, got this. Now I'm going to work on their motivations. To be like gods, power, control, lack of love. The reality building, being separated from that. And which one? It's creation management. A lot of source authority. And a lot of it goes to source authority. And these beings that are predators are invading and cut off and abandoned by source at their origins. So we're going to resolve that. And there's usually a predator attachment that's behind that caused a lot of these things, which then go back to the source of evil and its core. There's a lot of lack, abandonment, and the source not flowing through its heart. So we're going to amplify a source to be able to overcome a lot of that. Cool. Okay. Now I made this look easy, but like years worth of like all these things. Every time my finger undulates, it's like a whole bunch of things like I'm reading into like through time and these different core threads. So this is not easy. And then now in restoration, we're looking at the timeline and making sure there aren't any other separation events and the security of it. Okay, so realm getting more secure on the timeline. Where is separation events? Okay, the creation of this multiverse we're in for some reason. And why? Where is evil invading into at that moment? Some of the multiverses in this ultraverse is flooding into, and that's causing a big event. It's stealing from some divine multiverses. It's tapping into, so that then it causes this big macro predator to be created that then steals omniscience and stuff, and then it's tracking predator beings, and then beings have to go into hiding. Great. Okay. Forming contingencies, resolving the hunting. Oh God, so many things. Okay, I'm going to try to speed all this up. Okay. Of course. Okay, I'm just okay. I'm just looking at the big multiverse. Creation of this universe is another event. Okay, where's evil's tapping into another one of the multiverses here. And what is that one? Oof. Really? Okay. It's trying to hack into one of the founder multiverses of the soul so many layers of the soul. So I'm still understanding like how old the concepts of soul go to. But this is one of the major multiverses that are built on the concept of the soul. So it's hijacking that one. You're gonna have to unite with a bunch of collective and make that stronger. What happens if a heavenly realm takes over a hell realm? Well, I mean, the hell realm's restored, and they do it fully, they can restore the realm to its original purpose and capture all the negative beings that invaded it, and then put them well, this is what I do anyway. When I do, so if they're doing it, like I'd say similar, depending on their capabilities, is they'd put all the individual beings that invaded it into like a dream hologram realm that's sped up in time like Narnia, and have them resolving towards goodness, and then graduation, and then earn their freedom and more of their freedom and management, and then become like this merging of light and dark that has the cure for what happened in the causation of what the realms have to do with. Because usually, if a heaven realm is involved in restoring a hell realm and resolving it, it has to do with the thing that's the ability of the original realm that became a hell realm. Like, let's say the realm that became a hell realm is either in power or divinity or time or something that's really good at. That's the reason it's being invaded, and then the beings steal that ability, and then they get overpowered and take over the realm, and then outstretch that ability to invade other places. So it usually has to be something coming in that's a heaven realm or something else that's good at that, and then restoring it, and then it becomes this big overpowered thing that is the unity of light and dark, and then it becomes more resilient if it brings all those beings to peace, and then they become workforce and they work off their karma. Okay, so there's that. Summarize all those. There's a lot. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Thanks for coming. You're all getting upgrades and amplifying your restoration of soul family, which you don't even have to know everything. Like, as you grow psionically, amplify your love, your sonic abilities, your higher self does things automatically. Your source does things automatically. Big ghost stretched off you. So they automatically want to do that as one of their purposes. So if they gain the capability, they will. So you're doing these things by being there here, and in this show especially. So spread this show around, especially for those that feel alone and feel that they don't connect to their soul family. We're doing big things. We're giving you guys the cures, because a lot of this is like similar stuff. Okay. So, what did I do with that? Yeah. Is it just that? Okay. I'm trying to. We're gonna see if this the reasons why Soul Family need to go into hiding, if that can be resolved in time and it stops showing up. And if I see that with multiple people I read and it goes away, then that might be a good indication it's going away. But we'll see, because I expect that evil doesn't want to get rid of these things. They'll even sometimes replace them and keep them coming back. So we'll see what happens. Okay, and either I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I got to figure out how to resolve those. Those are big. That seems to take a lot of effort, so that's going to be a bigger problem. But in the meantime, I can at least, with my power level, bring it where there's contingencies, and then the predators that come off of it that are hunting beings, that we can stop the hunters. And then there's a meetup point again in time. So that's what we're going to try to do. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that, though, if I wanted to take down those problems. Jeez, those are huge. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to have to practice that on my own time. Okay. And they might even just replace them, because I know this is... They don't want Soul Family together because this is big team shit. Okay, next thing. Okay. Something in Andromeda. Okay, and then where's evil in its invasion scheme? Already invaded the universe. Okay, so this is indicating it evil invading Andromeda. Okay. And they're tapping into... Okay. It's similar to the concept of when Draco invaded Lyra, that it would be like for Andromeda, where a big light being collective, multiple dimensional beings in the solar system got invaded by a dark force. And then them stealing a whole fucking ton of power, and then humanity is one of the cures to remedy that, in the light and the dark. Okay. Lyra-like events. So this is a big thing. Yep. Okay. Then... Okay, this universe... this galaxy. Invading the galaxy. Yeah, our Lyra event. I'm trying to make sure your collective of 1 billion souls stays in contact with you past these big events. Okay. We get rid of the hunters. Okay. Then this is a lot, Well, let's see what we can do for you guys. I'm gonna form this into an equation, and I'm gonna be able to do this more quickly for each individual out there. And I'll be doing that as upgrades for you guys, so that I can just blast you. But we're breaking these down so you guys understand, so you can even form the abilities yourself. Okay, another event in it looks like Sirius being invaded. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hunting going on. I've tracked back with Sirius, so this makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot there. I'm just doing this for your soul family, though, Will. As I practice, I'll be able to grow to a greater level, though. Okay. Okay, now to Earth. Okay, we got Lemurian fall and Lance's fall. So those are the really big ones. Yeah. And hold back the predators. Resolve the hunting. Okay, that's manageable. Okay. Let's see here now. I'm gonna tell you, stay in contact. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 6, 5. This is 6, 5. Okay. Oof. Okay. 10,000. Okay. Now going into the moments, support systems, bring them down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of it again. $5,000. Okay, now the surviving and going through everything, and then being involved. How about in the moment? Now. Okay, how about in human bodies? Okay. Okay. So we're bringing them to the timeline. It's about 5,000 that are brave enough to be here in human bodies. So then that's why it's good to either go quantity or quality to where they can meet up with you here, and they're willing to go through all the things and not be, and especially if they have reasons to be here other than just meeting with you, then that makes it easier too. Now, how about area wise? Well, and I'm seeing the okay, 1,000 in the U.S. All right, any that based on their mission plans and what they got to do, they all 1,000 would love to meet up with you. Okay, how about in the general area where you are? Okay, so there'll be categories of what will meet up with you and in other places versus around the state you're in. Oh, we got 300 around your state. Nice. Now, looking at the motivations. 9, 10. Yes, they know about you, your higher self, and there's syncing up. They're all quite motivated. Now, let's see in capability and likelihood. $20 are higher likelihood, increased of you meeting up with in some way and meeting them. Now, let's look at maps and probabilities and influence that they'll be influenced. So we did a whole Mandela effect where we had a bunch of your soul family behind. So I'm gonna see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 are. I'm gonna look at like where you barely have to do anything. I think 2 that you'll probably be able to meet without really even planning it. It seems like it's still putting a lot of energy to that. Now, with strategy, events, spiritual events, you'll meet them. Yeah, talk to people. Yeah, there's a lot. So spiritual events. How would you do this? The other ones. Well, looks like also workshops. So you have to like look online and event pages and things scheduled, and you can do the muscle testing to see which ones are calling you especially that have your soul family members there, and ask questions that like lead you to this. But it looks like there'll be some influence at multiple options. What's it? What is this? It's hard to translate this. Okay. It seems to go to like a place of power of some type. Um, I don't know how to describe this. It it might be like a historic place, something that's calling a person, you and there, that also has to do with past lives, and it's like drawing people there. So there's like a strategic thing, and there's a timing thing you can set up. You can ask your higher self what's the best time to go, and time of day, all that, and to make it so that you somehow meet somebody that's attracted us at the same time that has a link to it. Um, so I recommend exploring this on a map too. Okay, another one. Okay. I think it's an ecstatic dance thing, and it seems to go more with love. So, yeah. So there's some strategies, and you can listen out for higher self. You can go into Vision Quest with them and talk to them and ask them questions on this, but to sync this up to make it stronger. So there's that. So you know the concept, and yeah, we're bringing more of your soul family back to the planet. So yay! Congratulations. That's a big mission. I'm going to tune into more stuff. I'm going to look at also what's going on. Some people donated as well, so thank you. And I'll be working on some of the other ones for you, Will, as I gain the ability of the concepts of each one of these. Yeah, and God, okay, so I'm going to break down this concept for people, and I'm going to speed up myself doing this for each one of you, because I'm training my ability to do this faster and faster. Okay, so next in line, Tiffany Rumping. Thank you for the $10. Okay, I'm gonna go something quick for you. Let's see what it is. Feel free to comment below there too. I'm gonna try to, because Will, you're a good friend, so I'm gonna help you bring even more of your soul family in as well after this. I'm just going through trying to make it so that I can do as much work and have an excuse to get as much work to bring people's soul family to the planet. Okay, tune into you. Okay, there's Tiffany, I believe. If I hope that's right. Feel free to comment below if I'm correct. Hopefully, because I don't want to tune into the right person, but I'm going to tune into the name. Yeah, I got 70% where I can do for you as well. I'm going to look at what's going on. Yeah, there's not like big groups that I can do for you. The biggest, I think, yeah, is a 10,000 soul family grouping. So I'm going to do that, figure out what that is. But I can also, I'm going to, look at what that is. Okay, it goes back to the beginning of this universe. And universe. And you can tell me which one you want, quantity or quality, soul family, going back. Now your quality one, that's the biggest one I can do. Which might be hard. I will look at the hard rating for that too before I do that because that means a lot of work too. Okay, this one goes to one of the multiverses. Some type of electric plasmic universe, multiverse. hmm That's and one individual. So which one would you prefer? Me save one individual that's a high level love, or 10,000 of your soul family? Feel free to let me know. I'm gonna rate the rating of it too. Yeah, the one individual is definitely harder. So, compare that. Okay. Okay. Can you answer quickly? Gosh. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, which one do you want to save on the railroad track? Again, you can save both. It's just which one I'm going to do for you now. If you want me to do this for you later on and in a session, I can absolutely do this. So it's not a pick which way the train goes in the railroad. It's not that. Did you want to answer quickly? Because I'm gonna. If you don't answer, I'm going to do the aggregate because yeah, unless you want the both my one love. Well, okay. It's not like you got multiple loves. This is just the oldest, biggest one that I can do right now with my current power level. So okay, I'll do the one love. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, so the plasmic universe, yeah, high level love, pretty high likelihood that you're gonna influence them to be here. Pretty high likelihood that they're gonna come here and all that after they're saved. So if that's what you want, okay, sure. It's we're trying to bring people together. See what we can do with this. And you can, like, after all this is done, feel free to message me if you find somebody really interesting that you think might be them, because that would be cool. What? Okay. This space. Okay. Well, I believe the good news is, so this space is being invaded by evils, but the good news is most aren't devoured, most aren't captured. They're pretty good at fleeing. So they all went into hiding and scattered. Um, yeah. How is it possible to do this? Okay, they stay hunting. 1 or 2. Okay, yeah, that takes care of most of it. That makes it easier. Yeah, okay, it's not bad. Cheating, most of it. Okay, take care of this cheating network. Una tia sia kingerehe ke heta sia ta sukura sumate. Protecting that. Yeah, protecting the multiverse and unity with a bunch of collected back in time. Okay, I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be doing the systems I described for Will in making it so that I'm getting rid of hunters and bringing that back to the moment now. Now, I'm very trying to do this quickly, but there's a lot to do. Okay. One. It seems like there's going to be a lot of forces in the universe trying to attempt to bring you together. So, there's going to be that. But any other data to make it more easy? Do your routines, get out there more in places that can be met, and stay open to people talking to you, especially like places that people that are in your consciousness would be, and follow your heart. It's like to pull you. It's like timing too. There's part of you that knows exactly where to go and stuff. It's trying to tell you to do that. You can write it down in strategy and open into that in meditation. Yeah, it's not that worried about you not finding them interesting, but you can make that all go faster. It looks like, especially with the influence of you being your higher selves being able to influence your heart at the same time. Yeah, and feel free to contact me if you want amplification for all that, and making that go smoother, and I can tune into more data on that and your positioning and things. But yeah, I want you to get out there to where you can meet people more, for sure. So next one, thank you. Appreciate you, Tiffany, and all best with that. So James Marlowe, you're next on the, So are you in the audience? Are you in the comments? Can you comment below? Hi, Sean. I like a reading. What location? I'm trying to load it. Sorry. Location in the world I'd be most likely to meet my soul family, as well as advice on aligning soul family who are matches. All right. Yeah. You're unable to send. It's so dumb. It's not allowing me to access more of your message, but whatever. So if you said more to that message, it ended at your message ended at soul family who are matches. Add to that message and send me that in the comments. And if you guys write too much of a message in PayPal, it won't let me see all of it. It's weird. I don't want. It's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna do that for you. Help tune into it with you. But yeah, please comment in the comments if you're there. James Marlowe. James Marlowe, are you there? Hello. Please comment. Is that you, Jaden? May the force be with you. I don't know. Whatever. So I'm going to do a read for you. Thank you for the $33. Ooh. There's targeting on you. Ooh, this is another big thing. I'm glad this came up. So some things are attached to us, preventing us from meeting our soul family. So that's what I'm going to do for you. And this seems to be holding you back from that. So I'm going to get rid of that fucker. So sending you support right now. Is that you, Jaden? Are you James Marlowe? I don't know. Whatever. Message below. It's on your heart, it's your spirit. 1, 2. Spirit and higher self. Clearing that. It's pretty big from stealing your energy. It went from the size of the planet to the galaxy by stealing from you. Hey, Intertune, thank you for coming. Do you want to add to your message? Essentially, I like you send me. I like to reading on the location in the world and most likely meet my soul family, as well as advice and alignment with soul family who are matching. And then it stopped. Feel free to let me know on that. Also, where are you in the world? What country, state, whatever you're in, and I'm going to hone in on in a map so that people can understand what this is, because it's kind of soulmate, soul family reuniting. A lot of people I know want soulmates, so I guess I'll do more soulmate shows, even more than the soul family. I just wanted to expand the definition. It's just most people don't know what a soul family is, I guess. You're in North Carolina. Okay, I'll tune in your question for you, and also I'm getting rid of this predator off you that's trying to hold you back from finding your soul family. There's multiple predators. I'm gonna see what that system is. Why? Let me get rid of this predator first, because it's trying to stop me. Fuck you, predator. You're done. You're done. Gotcha. Taking you in. Okay. Okay, it's targeting you. Founder predator. Interesting. Ooh. Man, I attract a really cool audience. Um, just making sure what this is. How much of that is yours? Okay, that's a really good soul family. Oh, 10, 3. Yeah. And how many are here? Well, there's some things to restore with that. But I'll ask your question, since you didn't want to go into restoring soul family. You wanted to track what soul families here. So I'll give you the kind of looking at that. And you have a connection with the founders of some of the, at least for Earth, some of the stargates. And you got a predator on you targeting that and trying to hold you back from soul family. Mostly having to do with the stargates. And different system predators. What is this? Heart, love, attraction, body. Yeah, it's mostly trying to stop that. And why? You are a threat if you found greater love Holding back your love. Capability to make the world a better place, change things in your specific ability. And it goes to okay. It's you got a lot of spatial capabilities, and your things in ascension and transcendence of space problems, and being able to create boundaries for the evil forces, as well as his transcendence of space is a little. It's like connection and separation. So there's like a thing your higher self and source resolve automatically as you grow and your love is amplified by the threat. Okay. So I'm looking at that predator system. Yeah, whole system. Came and fall of Atlantis. Holding back loves. Okay, that goes to. Oh, man. It's like the limit of on love has to do with theft of love. And systems that are blocking love because it's afraid of it. And so we're resolving that. Ah, man. They feel they can't be loved. Wow, there's a lot of blocks in that. Okay, and we're resolving that to the predator core. Okay, cool. And then where do you go? One, two. Well, U.S. I'll go with. I'd say U.S. You'd find a lot of soul family. There seem to be sync ups with a plan. Second best country for that. To Japan. Interesting. Okay, so in the first, got in the country, 1,000 of your soul family in the country. They go to the places they accumulate the most for you. And I can also go with love. So, yeah, it's a United States for love as well. So it seems to house that concept. Now, where you are, soul family, about 70. Now with loves, I'd say about top tier loves that are about 3 big ones on your list that are in your North Carolina. Your top 10th one is in North Carolina, which is nice. Top 15th. And again, this is based on what I'm allowed to see, your current awareness of who's here. Coming back to you, this changes all the time. That being said, the various factors that you've got an internal list in your heart. This updates, especially as you become ready for it, things are restored in the timeline. Beings come unhidden. There's all those factors. And top 30th. So all that's really good. It's like loves you've had in past lives that you've had the strongest amount of love with that are here on the planet, etc., in human form, and in a reasonable age, closeness, and opposite gender, or whatever you're into, because that can be a factor too. I don't know. Yes. I don't know. So now where is your top 10th? One, two, three. Okay. Just making sure. One, two, three. Okay, a lot of them are around the Charlotte area. So it's high likelihood of you meeting them there. Interestingly, they might live different places, but your high likelihood, it looks like, of you meeting them in that area. Interesting. Okay, and if you want to go back further on the list, there are more. It's just not on your top 10 or 100 top 100 list of loves. Now, if I were to go to Soul Family, yeah, pretty close. In another state, okay, your top one, 3, 2, 1. How many of your Soul Families there? How many loves? Over 100 are in Florida. Interesting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it looks like your top one is there too. Next best place. Georgia has around 50 of your top loves. Okay, interesting. For Florida, three, two. Fun. Okay, I'm just telling you what it's saying. Seems to be around whatever Florida Hollywood, which I don't know much about, but that sounds interesting. So I'd go with a strategy before you go. Like, what's the places to meet, the type of people you're looking for, because there's all kinds of people there, of course. Okay, so there's that for you. Next, and I'm getting rid of that predator for you that's holding you back from syncing up with some. But yeah, try multiple strategies. 1, 2, 3. Again, events, workshops, places that things you like that you would want to go to. And syncing that up with your higher self to influence their higher self. places that would be dating friendly or contact related. You can do all that kind of research on that to make the likelihood more strong. One. Yeah, big events, I think. Okay, next. Okay, we got Azana. See what you got. Thank you. Thanks for coming, James. Love you. Doing Soul Family reunions. Okay, so we got Azana Brahanu. So thank you for the $11. Feel free to comment in the video if you're there, if you see these messages. Azana on the highest. Sup, Sean. It's Abraha. Hey, what's good? Good to see you. Hope you're in the comments. What is the best protection from karmics to then go towards the organic soul family? Interesting way of saying that. Oh, so karma stuff. Okay, I'm going to look into your thing for it. As an example, protect from karmics. I'm going to assume like you're talking about karma and the systems of karma and like drama and negativity and things forced onto us, holding us back. So let's see. Not reading that you have karma holding back you from your soul family or loves. So I'm going to expand that definition out to things holding you back from bringing them in. So I'm going to go on that at a high level. I'm going to make a big scaling system for that, for you, what your problems are, and have it encompass a lot of things for my goal, which is you have to make it so that you have a strong radiance, emitting and attracting and influencing you and influencing your soul family and loves to come to you. So let's see if we can get that. Trying to stop that. So, okay, let's look at what we can take out in bulk. Okay, negatives. You got I'm rating it as a -10, trying to hold that back, but that might be common. I don't know if this compare that to other people. Okay, let's do a different rating on that. On average, is okay. So we can get how worse can we get? Yeah, so it seemed to be blocking everyone on average, like 90% of the population at the same levels. And 5% a little more, some less. Interesting. So you're an average of blocked. Okay, let's track this back and see how it worked. A lot of energy using them. Hope you guys appreciate it. Big stuff. And I can do this for everyone. So feel free to contact me at PsionicLeague.com/services. Book a consultation and let's get you in and help your soul family, help your love, your soul mates, your attraction of your loves and your soul family to you. Bring them in. So I'm going to start with getting rid of the big blocks, what that means and how does it work. Ooh. It's around your conscious mind in your head. Interesting. So this might apply to everyone, this kind of thing. And what does it say? At birth, in the system applied, fall of Atlantis. By what? It's a big system. Okay, what? Okay, it's cheating and it's stealing from avatars of the prime crew of the galaxy back in time. And it's, how does it work? It works in the hologram of light. Interesting. So it's going past the illusions of this reality. So if you imagine your conscious point floating around in space, and space kind of being an illusion as well, and time being an illusion, and all the singular points of consciousness in this realm, and this earth also being illusion, and there being separation for them to have experiences as there are light balls of light. We're interpreting in the brain what they are and how they work in a stable environment. So it's going all that past the matrix layer. Conscious mind. What is it? It's a repeller. Hell. Hologram. Repeller with hologram light. Okay, so what do we do about this? How does it get visibility? How does it operate? It's using energy and ability for the construct system from the prime crew of the galaxy. Avatar tech that was stolen. It's overlaying on the populations of humanity. And it's fueling itself with a person's consciousness. Yeah. Okay, fueled conscious mind energy. %, and you. Really? Okay, there's a reality generator in your conscious mind. That's cool. Highly targeted and stolen from, though. One, two. So that's 5%. What is this? Okay, is it just doing that? Reality warp. Wow. Is this a better word? Reality control. Okay, so it's using all a generator in that's also in the conscious mind for that. So it's stealing from that. Okay, and it's fueling this. So then we got to figure out the strategy. It's one strategy. Okay, making you immune to it. It's the strategy and went from that level. Okay. You'd have to empower your conscious mind by holding the head. You can do the ring fingers and stuff, and making the generator in your conscious mind and those other two strong enough, faith, love, and gratitude, to burn away the attachment and engulf it. And I believe you also have to have empowerment. Yeah. By the source of all through your heart, body, amplifying. So you can do one hand on the heart, one hand on the head, and have them shine through your heart with the infinite energy, surrendering the system that's attached to that and compressing it down to your heart and using it as fuel for your source of all body to grow. And then what else? Yeah. Okay, the system. You have to take down enough of the system that is motivated to keep coming after you and keep it trying to attach this repelling thing to you, which means you don't have to take down the whole system. That's fucking with a lot of people. That take a lot of work, but at least get it to where they stop fucking with you and you're immune to them by stopping new ones from coming in. A lot of it's cheating and making it so that you funnel them to quarantine realms that they can I will help you with this. It's like be given a place they can earn what they want that they're after without fucking up the rest of the universe. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. Oof, that's going to be a bit, but that's a big thing. A lot of people can do that, apparently. That is on everyone. So rats with that one. So that's a bit that's going to take away a bunch of like out of -10, -7. So we'll get it down to a -3 of what's holding you back from your soul family. So, and sometimes soul family just finds each other because they have enough energy and influence to get past all that. So this is going to be have a weaker thing now on you, repelling your soul family away. And so the stronger soul family will be able to get through now. So we're going to be doing that for you. Now, next one, thank you for donating, is, oh my God. Okay, people, stop donating. Okay. So I'm going to do everyone that don't, I gotta end the show soon, but for the people that donated the most, I'm going to do a reading for you. And Casey Pepin and Amarita, I'm going to do the thing you're asking for. So and then I got to end the show after I do these last two readings. So thank you. Okay, so Mission Soul Family read, thank you. So I'm going to do that quickly. Thank you, Casey, for the 10 or the $11. I don't know what you mean by Mission Soul Family read, thank you. But if you want to add it to the comments, feel free. And Amaranta, she wants Cupid service. So I'm gonna do that for you. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the things blocking you from attracting more of your loves to you. And sync up your higher selves. What's this other thing? Okay. One, two. There's a love aspect in the body, the love body. It's like a pull that once you establish a connection with one of your greatest loves from a distance, it's like the pull attracts. So I'm gonna sync that up to work stronger for you guys. Amaranta. So, are you in the comments? Okay, yeah. In case I'll do that thing for your soul family, and then we'll look at Megan. So yeah, get ready in your comments for what you want. Megan Hafner. Just doing the things for rent. Okay, so I'd recommend you hold the front and back of your heart, faith, love, and gratitude to amplify the fuel. There's a system that's very blocked right now. It's a -10. That's like a magnetic pull thing system. One, yeah. So yes, you can. You're gonna feel into the hearts of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of your top. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top loves in your area. That, if you don't, unless you plan on moving or something, it's gonna make it easier. And you're gonna cultivate unconditional love. Overcoming, okay, these predator attachments to you and them that are on the heart that are going to feel like heart walls. They compress around the heart and they want to steal love and hold back love. So anti-love and love theft systems. And you're going to the core of their motivation to do that, which is their lack of love, and we're amplifying that. And you're giving love for all the predators attached to you and them that are separating these two hearts from connecting. I will 5 of your top loves, but yeah, the two, you and them, you're going to do it one at a time at least. You do this 5. We're going to bring them to peace, bedtime, wholeness, healing, remedy for why they're in lack, wholeness chain, restoration, on creation of negative attachments, polarity work to bring light and dark and masculine and feminine together, etc. And also there's a system of what's stopping them from finding love, which is most of it. This is most of it. They're kind of jealous, And so, well, that's not the biggest thing. It's just the culmination of things why they got to being entities that stop loves. And it's like heart wounding, we're healing. Love lost. Rejection, etc. So we're getting rid of all blocks that allow this river to flow to where you feel that flame in the heart of your top 5 loves in the area in your distance. And then it becomes a circuit, and you're amplifying that circuit in connection to each other and together. So it burns and resolves everything holding you both back from coming together and bringing it to peace with you and stopping all motivation against you. That's what we're doing right now. So doing that Cupid thing for you, and that should. And then you're turning your goal is to clear that love aspect of your love body that is like a magnetic pull force, and then get that to 10 out of 10. So do that meditation through while you're listening and all that, and I'll amplify that for you. Okay, Casey. Pointers of attraction, finding opportunity with missions, helpful family. Okay, traction of soul family. Okay. And thank you for the $11, and thank you, and Marito, for the 15. And then after that's Megan Hafner. So do comment. Let us know you're there. And let us know what you want. Otherwise, I'm going to do appropriate soul family linking message or love. Like, see, more people are interested in love. So I guess I'm going to be the Cupid on the next show. We're going to, or something like that. So feel free to comment below if you want to see Cupid soulmate unity show. I'm gonna do something bigger for you, Casey, which is bring in some big soul family and resolve and find out why they're blocked. I can only, at my current level, I can only do 50% of the soul family you have and see what's a big swath of them. So you have more likelihood of finding a larger amount of team coming in. Okay. I can bring in 10% of your missing soul family. Let's look at where that's coming from. In a big swath. Okay. Between the multiverse, ultraverse, plane of authorities to concepts that are used in this reality coming into existence with between time and space as we know it, and the source of all sources, micro. So in there somewhere, and concepts of okay, and uh-huh. It's like a higher dimensional plasma that's mostly seen in galaxies and nebula. It's condensing of light beings and birthing and other stuff going on there. A lot of love, connection, wisdom, knowledge. There's a lot of things, factors to it, so I'm just going to work on that for you and figure out what's going on with it. That place, that's a fairly old place. Invaded seems to be a theme. Okay, 10% went into hiding, 90% got captured. Interesting. It's about 10 million soul family that we're going to try to rescue. Outside stone, protection, a lot of cheating. Yeah, I think I'm going to resolve that. And then I'm going to bring it to where they're brought in, and we'll see how many are coming in. Okay, so Megan, are you there? I'm taking care of that while we're talking right now. And then influence a bunch to come in, and we'll see how many are around your area, etc., and this manifestation. But you'll again listen to your heart and similar things to find them and opportunities, but know that they're Mandela affected into the reality. Okay, I don't see Megan Hafner, so whatever, I'll just do a reading for you. I'm not seeing what you want. You just wrote Megan with a star. Okay. Thank you. I'll just do something for you. I'm going to just finish Casey. Oh, you. Oh, you. A lot serious. Oh, you. Yes. You. Okay. Okay, with that, $30,000. 30,000 coming in as humans for Casey, and then 1,000 lasting to moments now as humans. US. Thousand. Still. Okay, how about near Texas? A little over 200. Now, 20 that you're likely to meet without even trying. But I'd get up to that 200 with some different strategies. You can talk to your higher self, but definitely the events, holiday stuff, and workshops and conferences. 1, 2. Three. Something might be at meeting them at their place of business, but you got to tune into what the hell that is. Oh, it might be something you're in need of. So, maybe some party or dance thing or ecstatic dance or something like that too. Like group of people. Okay. All right. So then, Megan Hafner, are you there? Okay. Hey, Megan, is that you? Heart expression? Is that you? I don't know. Okay, Rachel, maybe that's you. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to go through this so I can end this show because I gotta go do stuff. But okay, Megan, I'm working on resolving some soul family stuff for you. And again, this is big stuff. I'm just making it go fast. Okay, you got. Yep. Ooh, I can do 30% in a big swash of what's missing for you. The beginning of this universe, soul family. It also looks like angelics. You got angelics are for knowledge, keepers, finders, builders, building that knowledge. Touching on a level of omniscience. Ooh, getting a head thing with this one. Oh, great. Okay, so that's cool. You got the mystery school pathway towards omniscience. So I recommend that. Okay, I'm gonna. Invasion, evil. Yep. Oof, that's not good. So these are very sought after beings in awareness of knowledge. So they're predators trying to devour a bunch of your soul family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry. Again, this isn't set in stone, so we're gonna resolve this. But big thing. Okay, there's about 1 billion of your soul family having to do with this space that's been invaded. So there's a big thing. Hope you like it. My God, I gotta do the big thing. Sorry, I'm gonna. Jeez. Tiakat futosu energia tasada singeki and so this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna be doing this in the background. But yeah, this is a big thing, especially when I have to deal with omniscient predators. Okay, so I also got. I don't know if a Carrie and Hanlon. It's saying I'm receiving 51 from you. So feel free to let me know on that because it's pending. That's interesting. So let me know if you're in the crowd. But also, Rachel, do you? So I see you in the crowd. Oh my God, this predator is awful. So I'm taking down this big predator for you, but so I hope. Again, this is for Megan Hafner. So no, I'm not talking about it much, but it's a headache and it's a big predator, and I'm saving 1 billion of your soul family by going back in time and securing this place that's being invaded. And my God, it's just such a big predator. Whoa. Yes. Yeah, I gotta take a break after this. Nobody donate anymore. I gotta go. So Rachel, and then Carrie, and that's it. You gotta take care of these big predators. It's big stuff. Okay, I'm gonna set up 2 big things for you guys that I'm gonna do for both of you guys. But I'm gonna have to go meditate after this because I gotta take down these big predators, and it's building up on weights on me. Okay, so Rachel, what do you want? Anything in particular you wanted to say that you want me to work on? Opening blockages. Okay, getting rid of the blocks. So I'm going to work on that for you. Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm tuning. I'm going to do that thing I did for the other guy plus something new. One, two, three. Okay, cool. That gets it down to neutral. What is that thing? I'm going to tune into it. And again, this is one of those other things that is on pretty much everyone. So let's see what it is. Man, this fucking omniscient predator. It's on the heart. It's limiting the love body. How's it doing this? Okay. -3 points is this kind of, it's like a simulation energy harvesting system. That steals energy, that steals your love and drains from it, and also it's catcher's mitt that prevents you from having your love as effective into the rest of the universe, attracting your love. Whew. Okay, so what to do? It's a system. It got set up at Fall Atlantis. It's stealing. What's this stealing from? Okay. It's from the antiverse bleeding over. It's made up with a lot of anti-energy, anti-love systems and simulations. Stealing from energy, and it's using that fuel from everyone on the planet, and a little bit of, yeah, some systems from over, and stealing from energy over from the antivirus. Yep. Okay, so that's how we encompassed it. I'm getting it off. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna keep replacing itself. So you, again, the way to resolve it, you become immune to it. From your heart. You got to connect with the source of all in your heart and amplify that body to shine in. That's the level it's needed. Infinite. A lot of anti-cheating energy abilities. And you burn out faith, love, and gratitude to have the sun of your source of all body grow and engulf the things coming at you until you take down the apex predator that is willing to keep fucking with you till that collapses down and gets rid of it and makes your body immune, stronger to keep that back. Okay. And you're getting rid of the motivations of some of the predators coming at you, bringing into a state where they get earn what they can earn what they want without fucking up the universe, and I'll set up a thing with you with the source of all for that. Yep. And then also, you're amplifying the source wall to make big uncreational defenses as well coming at you in anti-simulations, anti-cheating, all that. So your faith, love, and gratitude, while your trust falling in the source of all, collapsing all this as fuel into them, as well as spreading their flame outward. Faith, love, and gratitude spreads the flame. So you got to do that for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing myself. I'll let you guys know, but because it depends how much they'll keep sending at you. The current state what's coming at you around 30 minutes with breath work. But I'd recommend it might, you're trying to get rid of anything that you want to get it immune to where anything new coming at you to also stop this ability, which is to create a larger amount of love and have that love extend out into the fields of the reality and not be held back, which is what this is trying to prevent, this attachment. Okay. So I'm helping you with that for her. Now, if you guys want to practice that, try, go for it. If you want all this and more, again, you can reach me for a consultation at Sonic League at services, Sonic League /services, and or just go to sonicleague.com, sonicleague.com/services, and right there. And in the drop-down menu, there will be services. And you can schedule a consultation, and then we can take care of all this for you, and you can go into depth with whatever you need, and we'll attract your love, your soul families, make it so you're no longer alone in this world. Okay, so Carrie Ann Hanlon, are you in the crowd? Are you there? Okay, I don't know if she's there, but I'm gonna start doing her thing, and then I'm gonna leave because I got to take care of some big predators. Thank you for doing the show with me, guys. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna do something big for her. Okay. It is. Ooh, I can get a lot of percentage of her soul family back. Okay, I can get 50% of her missing soul family back. So hope you're hearing this, Carrie. It's going back pretty far. Okay, the beginning of the first universe in this multiverse. High level angels, arching. Well, it's kind of like archings. It's just different because it's for the multiverse, but big ones. And you seem to be a part of that. Soul family one, two. One of the mansion. And how many? Okay, we got 3 billion. Your soul family, we're going to try to restore. We're going to see what's going on with them. Yeah, these high level angels have to do with it's like blueprints of imagining for realities to be created in concepts, and then the managing of the what will then go to the teams to create them, and then it's the stream of empowerment that flows, that influences, controls, and empowers that. Sight, art, authority, a lot like that. It's what this soul family of yours is for. Invaded. %, escaped and went into hiding. Rest got imprisoned. Okay. So we're going to try to prevent that. Back in time, and I'm going to cheating on creation. Taking down the predator system was big. Nice. Motivations. I'm going to bring them into wherever, so you keep in contact in your higher selves, and then we'll bring them in to where their Mandela into reality as well. And I'm going to amplify your ability of likelihood of doing that. But again, you need action to get out there into the world, to meet people, events, like-minded places that you would go, that you meet like-minded people, and listen to your heart. Okay. Sirius, there's a lot. There's a lot going on with Sirius. Okay, going through. Spirits coming, millions of spirits of your soul family coming to Earth. Tens of thousands going to human experience, going to the moment of now. 2,000 as humans near your location. 300 plus. 40 you're likely to meet. And then with more effort, again, you can meet up to around 400 near your location. And depending on where you travel to, there can be a scheduled timing with certain things too, especially if it's events of like-minded things. So yay. There's even possible walk-in scenarios with some of them. So that's interesting. More people wake up. Lovely. Okay. Hope that helps you guys. Again, love you guys out there. So hopefully this helps you guys in reconnecting more with your soul family, how to do it, give you some ideas so that you can restore some of your soul family. It's one of the big missions here. And we go, again, Sean Bond, founder of Psionic League. Contact me, PsionicLeague.com /services or whatever, and the services drop-down menu for consultations. If you want to book a session, we can restore your soul family. What you can't, one of the big purposes you came here to do, meet back up with them, form your team, attract your greatest loves, this life, not be alone anymore. All kinds of other services, of course, depossession, clearings, healings, unlocking your dormant abilities, amplifying your third eye to see more brightness, telepathy, contacting with ancient off-world soul family ETs. And as I go, also, if you contact me if you're interested in things like alien artifacts that are being found out of Mexico that are crazy, and they're looking for a contactee. If you want to become a contactee for aliens, it's a good way they talk to you, and then it syncs up with ability to change the world and getting ready for disclosure and all that. And connect more, change your life for the better, and they're looking for guardians that are worthy. And I also do Mexico trips. So if you're interested in those, you can send to PsionicLeague@gmail.com. Tripping Corey will take people on Indiana Jones adventures, the Crystal Skull, things that they never seen before, change their life, things that are coming out of the ground, and go to pyramids and do some power them up for dorm abilities, be engaged in a mystery school that teaches you any abilities and whatever you want. And ask, meet soul family, fall in love. We've had both all of the trips we've had people fall in love with us, which is lovely. And there's hot springs, there's big places that will take the big weights off your shoulders and amplify your abundance and manifestation. So hope that all helps. Also, I'm going to events like the Alien event coming up, Los Angeles. I don't know what that is. Los Angeles, and so I think it's in March. So look out for that. There's pages on it, and I will be putting more of that info in the description as I'm getting more of that info. You can go to places like biomedexpo.com. I'm looking for all the other links. But I think also alienevent.com. David Saeed Farman's running that one. There's a discount code for the event, which is Truth. Gives you a 30% discount. So get the tickets while you can to visit me there. I'll also be going to Rion's conference, Sedona, Rise of the Guardians. So you can meet up with us there. And we'll be bringing some alien artifacts for you guys to check out. And get the word out, spread this around. I'll be sending upgrades and clearings and amplification of Soul Family, ability to meet up more with people that help this collective spread to more people. So share it. People that you think would benefit. People are alone. Your like-minded soul family. Like if you send it to your soul family and they get their frequency raising, then it brings more of your soul family into the world too, which is a great strategy. Amplify the love, of course, and anything else you guys want. So feel free to message me if you got questions on all social medias. So Sean Bond and like Facebook or Instagram, PsionicLeague, and Sean Bond, Psionic, and X. So subscribe to all that. And my channel. Smash that like. Share this out with people. Comment below if you want to see more of this. And comment below if you want to see the Soulmates show and possibly other shows that you want to see, like the weight loss show. And I'm going to be doing different shows each time so that I show you all the things that we can do together. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, and may your team, soul family, and loves come into your life at a stronger and quickening pace of events and synchronicities to unfold before you. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. See you guys later. Bye.